Joe Kleen, Southern Hospitality, February 16th, 1990, 230. In response to John saying that his draft never came up again, Phil asks, "Wait, did you say again?" "Yep," John replies, nodding slowly, be turning away from his companions to look over the waves to Nevis. After a moment, his head turns back towards the group and he continues. "I graduated from good old Sacred Heart High School in 1966. Anybody want to guess when the military's highest draft year was during Vietnam?" "I would have said 68, Joe replies, but based on context clues, I'm going with 66. John tilts his head and raises his eyebrows. "Joe Kleen, did you just reference Tet?" Joe laughs and nods. "Yeah, I used to watch Walter Cronkite so I could see the Army guys," Joe answers, finger quoting Army guys. "Of course, I had no idea what was really going on. I mean, the first national news that I really remember was the 1968 presidential race and a little about the King assassination. I learned about Ted as a teen. Happy New Year, right? Travel back to hometowns providing cover for the Viet Cong. That's about all I got." "More than most your age," John says with a shrug. "When'd you graduate?" 1979. Come November, I was wondering if we'd bring back the draft." "Ayatollah Asahola, huh? Don't blame you. Anyway, 1966 was the height of the draft, but I, like most of my class of 66 Sacred Heart classmates, decided that college was definitely in our best interest, and man, did we straighten up and fly right. Draft dodging? No way, not us. Deferment? Yes, sir. Never really thought about it until I served in Da Nang. A lot more of the younger guys were darker skinned than I was, you know? Can't get a deferment if you can't get into or afford college. 4 years at Villanova brings us to 1970, and as Joe said, spring of 68 brought us Tet and the North coming on strong. Ever notice that the North usually wins in a civil war? Wonder why that is. Anyway, the draft numbers were still sky pilot high until 1970 when they started to fall. First off, I didn't know that, and secondly, I figured it was just a matter of time till my number came up, and I figured I could up my survivability chances by volunteering and not becoming an infantryman. Our father did the same thing, Phil interjected. Volunteered for the Navy during Korea. Mine too, Misty says, except World War II, and he was underage. He really wanted to serve, he just wanted to live, too. Yes, John says, nodding. Did you all catch Big Bear, where Big Bear said he served? Justin asked. Hanau, sure sounds familiar. Pardon? John asked. Our sister and her husband are stationed in Hanau, Justin replies. ROTC folks. Got it, John says, nodding. Volunteering meant a 4-year hitch instead of 2, but much greater survivability, statistically speaking, so I volunteered. 73 was the end of the draft, and of course, April 75, Saigon fell, so we can beat all those swords into plowshares, right? Obviously, Phil replies. All my overseas trips with the agency have been strictly humanitarian. The line has definitely lied down with the lambs.